Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills.
Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
And we are underway in Buffalo. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
What now? Ready? Come on. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home here. Let's make them
Now the man from U10, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check back, check back. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Later one, 734. We roll. Come to my work. Bang, bang.
On play action, now Carr. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Bills send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first.
Don't stop that motor. Let's go.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's a quick throw out to Mims. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On second down, it's Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wise. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Not much there, only a yard. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Buffalo Bills.
The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. First and goal at the 1. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Ready, 18 Gators. Bravo. Check 50s. Kick. 3 check. 4 out. 36. Switch. Check. Check 24.
This is Mostert. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Patrick Onwuasor on the tackle.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead,
and a fake here. Direct snap to the out man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Here we go. 70, 80. Go, go.
Minshew throwing on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Carr. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. This is Jones. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with no score.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check.
From the 44, Carr looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Looking deep for Adams. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Bills nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
7:34. Mike 58 right there.
From the gun, it's Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
Now they're right down here looking for 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll come out in the pistol. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Minshew quickly completing it out wide. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 25 on 2nd down, Carr. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
The 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Carr again. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Carl trying again on 2nd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Carr to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Denzel Mims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
And they got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
The battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
Buffalo Bills.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. coming up at halftime. We remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get...
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Denzel Mims with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
23 yards the pickup there.
It's a game.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the Bills' 43.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hands it off out of the gun.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out of the gun is Minshew. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now after the INT, it's Carr. The left side completion to Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
The 49-yard line.
Here we go, Keith. On deck. 551. You're mine. Hey, here we go. 51.
Carr now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Patriots. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense in the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Minshew. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Again looking for Samuel, this time the catch made. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Patriots.
Here we go. 60 more.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Carr. Open man is Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Bills.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Mike 52. You're trapped.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Minshew. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. That goes for 15 yards on the fake of first down. And a lot of fist pumps right now on that sideline.
Let's go now. 30 base. Man. On the ball.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. That one goes for 30 yards. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball, when you get that little Texas leaguer, it turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9. Brings up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a yard, Minshew in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Terry Poe busting through to get him for a loss of 6. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Carr throwing on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a gain of 16. And the Bills will move the chains. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of cover?
And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
The 42-yard line. A gain of 14. And the Patriot first down.
They go play action here on first down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather, of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Minshew, first and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Action. General West. Yes, yes. Hey, Zoo. Hey, lock it. Check it back.
This is Edwards. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
At the 9-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 270, Indy. Jump, jump, 64, weak. Roll out. Check, crunch,
From the gun, they go to Edwards. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Another pistol look here. New England on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 23-yard.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Tavecchio to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys is?
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd and short now following the fumble. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Edwards. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Let's take it inside his own 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. That's complete to Mooney. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Complete to Darnell Mooney.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Pats, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down.